Hey everyone. So I just want to come on and just share a couple fun facts for our Independence Day, especially since our 250th. And the first thing I want to share in this first video is showing how you know Christianity and the Bible were imprinted on this country, on the United States, from our founding fathers. That Christian principles built this country. And here's my first example, is the Liberty Bell. So the Liberty Bell is actually inscribed with a passage. And it's Leviticus 25:10. And here's what it says. It says, the Liberty Bell's inscription is from the Bible. Proclaim liberty throughout all the land and to all the inhabitants thereof. This verse refers to the Jubilee, or the instructions to the Israelites to return property and free slaves every 50 years. Speaker of the Pennsylvania Assembly Isaac Norris chose this inscription for the State House bell in 1751, possibly to commemorate the 50th anniversary of William Penn's 1701 Charter of Privileges, which granted religious liberties and political self-government to the people of Pennsylvania. The inscription of liberty on the State House bell, now known as the Liberty Bell, went unnoticed during the Revolutionary War. After the war, abolitionists seeking to end slavery in America were inspired by this message. Let's look over the meaning of the inscriptions here. It says, the State House bell became a herald of liberty in the 19th century, proclaimed liberty throughout all the land and to all the inhabitants thereof. The bell's inscription provided a rallying cry for abolitionists wishing to end slavery. The Anti-Slavery Record, an abolitionist publication, first referred to the bell as the Liberty Bell in 1835, but that name was not widely adopted until years later. Millions of Americans became familiar with the bell in popular culture through George Lippard's 1847 fictional story, Ring Grandfather Ring, when the bell came to symbolize pride in a new nation. Beginning in the late 1800s, the Liberty Bell traveled across the country for display at expositions and fairs, stopping in towns small and large along the way. For a nation recovering from wounds of the Civil War, the bell served to remind Americans of a time when they fought together for independence. Movements from women's suffrage to civil rights embraced the Liberty Bell for both protest and celebration. Pennsylvania suffragists commissioned a replica of the Liberty Bell, their Justice Bell, traveled across Pennsylvania in 1915 to encourage support for women's voting rights legislation. It then sat chained in silence until the passage of the 19th Amendment in 1920. Now a worldwide symbol, the bell's message of liberty remains just as relevant and powerful today. Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. So proclaim liberty to all the inhabitants. Our liberty, our freedom. The Liberty Bell symbolizes that. And what great way to symbolize that than to have a Bible passage on that, which once again shows that our nation was founded on Christian principles. So when you think about this today, just think about it. Go proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all inhabitants. You all have a blessed day.